Hi guys, back with another video. As you can tell by the title, I am setting up for the month of May, which I think is just crazy to say out loud that I'm setting up for the month of May because I don't know, things have seemed to be going by quickly for me. I don't know what it is. Anyways, so for the month of May, how do I do these videos? I'm so out of the loop of filming. I've been a bit behind my planner and editing videos and even just like weekly planning. So let's figure out what we need to do. Okay, first things first, I am going to pretty much hit almost every single tab except the weekly section. But the first section that I have in here or tabbed is my monthly tracker, which I do not share what I track, but this is kind of how it goes for the month, and I've been keeping up really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill out my tracker section off camera. I always use a ballpoint pen in the tracker section just so that I can quickly check things off and then close my planner without it smudging. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill out that, and then I will be right back. So I've done that and I've flipped the page. The pen that I've been using lately is the Blen Pen, the ballpoint version. I found this on Jet Pens. The next section that I have turned to is the meal planner. In this planner, by the way, this is a journey planner. It's very similar to a Hobonichi Cousin as far as size goes, but there are different elements and it's a very minimal version, as in like no color, the fonts are very simple and everything like that. So this planner does come with a meal planner, but I don't use it for that. What I do use it for is a highlight for my kids each day. So I use the breakfast, lunch, and dinner section and I rewrite their names and I just write a highlight for the day. So as you can see, I've kept up pretty well. I told myself in the beginning that if I don't fill it out, it's fine, but I have been doing pretty well keeping up with that. And then I do track dinners in here in the snacks portion of my planner. I actually didn't do the dinner menu for May just yet, but I didn't fill this out on camera last month, so I think I'm just going to skip it because we are creatures of habit. We eat the same things every month and it really doesn't change, and so I'm going to skip filling out that portion, but that is what I use this section for. Turning to May, we are going to dive in and decorate for the month. And so let me move some of these things. And this month I decided to go with, not the Hobonichi kit. I'm going to try out the universal kit that I sell in the shop. This is the one for May. So I'm going to be using this in here somehow. Don't exactly know, but I hope it's not dying. Let's just focus on this first, and I really have no idea what I want to do, if I just want to keep it kind of simple and use some of the little corner pieces or what. But I like the random mix of patterns, and so I kind of want to keep that going throughout here. So I think I'm gonna do all of the corners, sort of. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna use that corner. These are floral patterns, so you can really use them in any corner you would like. And yeah, let's do those two at the bottom. I do kind of want to corner off this side, or do I want to do... I'm actually going to use this part here. So let me use one of the other corner pieces because it makes more sense, this blue one, to block off the days that's not in the month. I might find some random stickers to kind of place. I've been liking not a messy look, but a more like mishmash spread. I don't know, not messy. I don't know how to explain it, but I've been liking things that looking a bit more interesting. All right, I am going to use the date cover, or the days of the week, just because I have them on the kit. And I kind of want to see how much of the kit that I can actually use in the monthly section, since I have, like I mentioned, I haven't used the universal kit just yet. But I do think I have more than enough elements to kind of get the whole month filled, I think. All right, Thursday. I'm hoping I don't have to white anything out, but by the looks of it, I don't think I do. That's what I love about this planner compared to the Hobonichi Cousin. There's no color in it, and the fonts are very simple, and so there's nothing extra to have to cover. Like, you know how the Hobonichi Cousin, the weekends are a different color, and here it's just all very simple and minimal, and I love that because you can really get a theme going for the month if you wanted to. All right, so just turning back to the previous month, I did use numbers on this month, so I don't think I'm going to use it here. I really do like to switch it up as much as possible. So yeah, I do want to use the May sticker though, and I do kind of actually want to cover that one at least. I think washi might be a little bit too busy because I have that here. I'm thinking maybe just doing a box. Let's do the pink one to just cover this right here. And then now I can kind of overlap this a little bit. Just like that. There we go, I think that's cute. I kind of want to put the 5, so I'm going to do that. I know it's a little bit random, but that's okay. Ooh, wait a minute. Is it gonna, oh no, it fits perfectly in there. 5. That kind of looks funny. You know what, I'm just gonna leave it. It's okay. All right, and as far as the theme goes, I think I'm gonna really just use the flags and the boxes to make sure that it all ties together. And I think I will see if I can find some random stickers, maybe a quote sticker or something along those lines to kind of sprinkle throughout, but I am going to focus mainly on just the spread. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is what I usually do, and that is doing my bills, which my bills for this month, oh, I needed to go steal one from my shop. Hang on a second. All right, I had to steal this from my shop because I did run out last month. And this is the teeny bills from my shop. It is on clear matte sticker paper. And I love using this in my monthly spread. If you've watched previous ones, then I'm sure you've seen it. I am going to zoom in a bit, so yeah, because I'm going to be focusing on the plans for the month and bills and all of that. So let me zoom in. All right, if I seem a little bit flustered, it is Planner Boss Collective sale weekend, but I was on my feet and worked so much yesterday that today it is Saturday, so the second day of the sale, and I just need a moment. So that's why I'm sitting down to film this now. And last week or the week prior, I don't remember, I had a week-long migraine, and every time I have a migraine, I end up like, my brain is stupid and it gets a little bit loopy and it takes a little bit of time to recover, and I still feel like I'm recovering from that. So if I seem a little off, that is why. And I haven't talked to the camera in a while also. All right, so let's jump in. So I do use, like I mentioned, the teeny bills to mark my bills in the monthly section. This is what it looks like here. This month is going to be a little bit different because we did a debt consolidation loan. There's one credit card that just, there was no movement on it, and I was getting so frustrated with it. I wish I had done this a long time ago because then we wouldn't have wasted so much money on interest. So I finally just did, it was so quick too, and I wish I did it a long time ago. So bills this month is going to look a little bit different, but let's start off with the first because that one doesn't change. So what I do, depending on how many bills I have, if it's 1 or 2, I will take up either 2 of the grid spaces or 1. So on the first, I do have 2 things due, and what I do is I just put it in the corner and then I write what bill it is, and then I can check it off once it's paid, just like this. So that is that. I will be flipping here because I never know when the bills are due. So there's 2 on there. There is 1 or 2 on the 5th. So I'm gonna put that down. Okay, and this is where it gets a little bit different. There are still, I didn't want to overpay on the credit cards, so there I did leave about $100 balance on the credit cards that I did pay off with a loan. And so for those ones, I don't want to mark it here because I'm gonna go in probably later on this week actually, or next week, early next week, and pay off the little bit of balances on those cards. So I'm not going to mark it in the monthly section. I am going to actually mark it in my sidebar, which I will go through and do that after. So let's just focus on the bills. So the next one after the 5th is the 8th. That's the one of them that I did pay off, or like pay off, right? So I'm not going to be marking that. On the 10th, I have 2. One is a credit card that I did pay off once again, and then the other one is actually the internet bills. So now that there's only 1, I can move this up to only 1 grid space, because that there's only, oh, you didn't see that, there's only 1 bill that day. All right, the 10th, the 12th is the water bill. That can't get away from that one. What did I say, the 12th? So there's only 1, so I'm going to move it up into the 1 grid space area. And then, so it also does partially go into the header, which doesn't bother me. All right, 12, 15, I actually paid off that credit card, not with a loan, but it is paid off. So the only thing is the insurance on the 15th. I also put down any, what is it called? Automatic payments in here, and that way I can just check it off, and then I know it's paid for. So 15 has 1. 16 has 2. One of them was one that I paid off with a loan. The other one is the Best Buy card, and that one is interest free until like next year. So I just pay the amount to make sure that it stays interest free. So yeah, we'll keep that one on the 16th. I didn't pay that one off. Moving on is the 20th, which is a bill or a credit card that is not paid off, so I will be keeping that on here, but that's only 1, so only 1 grid space. And then, what is the last one? The 28th is one that was paid off, but I just have a small balance due, which I will get that next week. But again, I'm going to be marking it in my sidebar. The only other one is, there's a balance on there, and we've been paying it off slowly, so I am going to add that into the mix. And that one is our Hawaiian Miles card, and that one is due on the 4th of every month. So I will put that there, and that's being added into the mix. Now let me go to the sidebar and make a section for the bills that I'm going to be paying off this month. And I think I want to use, let's use some yellow, and I'm going to put this in the sidebar, and then I'm going to use one of these bill dues. What color is not used up here? Oh, they're all used up here now. Let's go with blue though, because it's like the farthest away, and I'm just going to put the bill due on this flag, and I will be listing the bills that need to get paid off, or the balances. And do I want to mark them with some dots? Yeah, let's do that just to make it, I don't know, more fun and interesting. So let's go in with, I'm going to take up 2 lines. So what bills, how many bills was it? 3, 4. Okay. And then we'll do the green. Just try to spread out the color. Green for the next one. All right, another phone call, but yeah, there's gonna be another phone call, so I'll get sidetracked again. Anyways, back to these dots. Feels good to sit down and just kind of do something for myself. today. All right, so those are the 4 bills that do have balances that will be paid off probably before the month of May. All right, so that is going to be the sidebar. I normally don't use the sidebar, but because that is happening, I do need to use the sidebar. Let's do the planning for the month. Let's see what we got. There's really, okay, not much going on. There's never anything going on. If you don't know, I live a very, very boring life. I'm in my pre-planner right now, which is a pocket file of facts, and I just have a week on 1-page inserts in here. This is what they look like. They are from Dear Paper Plans. I just have it turned to the the month of May, so I can go through and see everything that's going on. First thing, there is something on, let's see, what color do I want to use? We'll just use this one. There is something going on Saturday the 10th, and it's actually a birthday party. Destiny has a birthday party to go to, so I will find an icon for that. Maybe that one. I don't fill in any plans on here. I just kind of go through and tell you what's happening each day, or depending on how personal it is, because I do post this before the month begins, and I do like to keep things private. So if it's like kind of personal, then I'll just let you know that something's going on that day, and I fill in everything after. I need to change this 15th, and I need to change it to 2 blocks, because this is the day that I'm actually going to ruin this sticker. I need to pull up the sticky part. I'm just going to use the sticker for that. Good, I just have one more. This is the day that the new loan gets taken out. So now there's actually 2 on the 15th. Okay, made that look kind of ugly, but whatever. I forgot about that. All right, Destiny has her class day on Friday. It's almost the end of the school year, which is crazy. So I am going to use this box, and then I'm going to grab a, what's it called? What is this called? A school bus sticker. Let's use a yellow one because I feel like that makes sense. And actually Ryder's is also supposed to be on this day, but he said that he didn't want to go, and so I'm not going to force him. So he's actually staying home that day, which I can probably mark on there also. Man, I really ruined this section. So that's that. Moving on to the 23rd is a graduation, which, do I have graduation stickers? I think I do. So Jaden's girlfriend graduates on this day. I think I'm going to use a floral sticker instead. We'll use this one right here, and let's do opposite so it looks a little bit different. So we're going to put a flag down. So we will be going to her graduation. Let's use this one from Once More with Love, and it's cute. This one is separate. That is that 24th. Oh, hello, I forgot Ryder's birthday. Okay, moving on. Let's do Ryder's birthday. It is on the 21st. And I'm gonna put that down and find a different kind of birthday icon. Is there something here that matches? Not really. Maybe here. The green doesn't match. The yellow is too, oh wait, this yellow one matches. So let's do that. This is an old $2 Tuesday, but I do have these balloons available in the shop. Alright, so that is Ryder's birthday. Almost forgot that. And then he hasn't said where he wanted to go on this day just yet, so, or for dinner. So that is being left blank. There's also something going on the 24th. So let's use another box. Let's use yellow. I'm gonna put that down. I think I'll put the icon on the opposite side, so I will leave more room on the right side for the icon. And then my dad's birthday is on this day, so let's use another different size box. We use this one from the kit. And then another icon. Should I use a character? I don't know what kind of characters I have. Let's use these colors. Kind of match. There's not really this. Oh, there is this blue. Let's use this happy birthday from Once More with Love. I can just write dad in that section there. And then there's no school on the 26th, and I think I'm going to use a flag and find a no school. This one, actually that one will work. Do I have any other ones? No, I do want to use the bigger one. Oh, there's an emoji. Let's just use this one so I can put that one in my reusable book and it will be done and over with. So we're going to use a flag here. This one and this one's already similar, so I gotta use a different one. Let's use this yellow flower, and I'm just going to put that there, and then the no school just right next to it, like so. Alright, no school, it is Memorial Day. And then last day of school is the 30th. That is crazy how quickly school has gone by. I kind of want to use some of this washi. I think I'm going to use my little cutter tool to kind of cut where I want it to be. I can feel myself not being smart, but like not flustered. I don't know how to explain it, but I can feel myself kind of being loopy. Anyways, I'm just going to kind of pick a spot where I want to use, and I kind of want, no, let's do these purple colors. So I kind of want these purple flowers. So this is a little tool that I made. It's the width of a Hobonichi cousin box. And that way I can just trim however big or whatever piece. The phone just does not stop ringing. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. So trim that out, and now it's the perfect width of what I need. I just made that tool myself, and yeah, I just wanted a little bit extra something to mark. Oh, I just realized that that flag is right there, but can't really tell because it's hiding underneath. And then my tool actually goes within the box because that's how I like my boxes in my Hobonichi cousin. Oh wait. I think I'm gonna have to put this one first. I like the boxes to go within the box, which doesn't match up with the boxes that's in the kit, but that's okay. This is not, you know what? I'm just gonna put this one over here because I don't like how it's looking, because this day is not in the month. And I just didn't like how those two looked next to each other. I'm struggling over here and you can't even see. Alright, this day is in June, so I'm just going to put that there and mark off that day. And then I'm going to find a happy emoji, or not emoji, a happy character. We'll just use this yay one. Put that there to mark that that is the last day of school, and honestly that's all that's going on for the month. Things might be added. Oh, what I will say though, you'll see it in my April flip through, but what I have been doing, zoom out a little bit, I will fill out everything later, and I'm gonna actually also find, it's blurry. What I have been doing is I just want the month to look a little bit more filled. So as you can see, normally what I do is I just fill it out for the month and I don't go back and I add anything in. Even if it's like a bigger event, I won't usually add it in, but I decided that I kind of want the months to look a little bit fuller. So I have been adding in things after the fact, and then even just slight memory keeping, if anything. So as you can see, this month is a little bit more full. I'm a bit behind for this week. I will be doing some catch up, write down what I did, any major things that happen, and I think I'm gonna like that better because I don't know, I mean, the months just kind of look plain. This one looks a little bit busier, but I do want my months to look a little bit more full. This one was just really empty. So I'm going to be doing that going forward. I did start with the current month that I'm in, which is April. Okay, so that is that. Next, I wanted to find a couple more things to kind of put down. So what I did is I have this book here. It has always blurry. It has old Happy Planner stickers in here, mostly quotes, and I just kind of wanted to flip through here and maybe find a quote sticker or two, maybe just one, because I don't want to overpower the spread. I did see this one as I was flipping through earlier, Bless This Hot Mess, and the color does match, so I'm going to actually pull this off for now and see if I want to use it. But these have all quote stickers, and I don't think there's any other type of stickers in here, but I just wanted to see if there's something that I can put down to kind of make the spread a little bit more interesting. These are all the thick ones in the back, and I know I don't want to put those in there because I don't want to bulk up the planner. These are clear ones, and I don't know if I want to use something this big because these are like really, really big, unless there's something that can go across. You know what, I'm just gonna stick with this one, and then I also have some other sticker back here that I might actually flip through and see if there's anything that I want to decorate this page with. But this one I do want to put in this corner because the colors match, and the bottom half of this month is a little bit hectic with lots of things, so I kind of want to put that there because it's going to be a hot mess towards the end of the month. But anyway, I'm going to flip through those sticker books really quick and see if there's anything else that I might want to use in here to kind of just sprinkle throughout. We'll see. All right, from this sticker book here, it's just journaling doodles. I found these. Is it blurry? Is it blurry or is my lens dirty? Oh my gosh, I don't know. What a hot mess. Anyways, I found these balloon stickers, and I'm going to put them in this corner. We're celebrating 2 birthdays, graduation, celebrating a majority of the credit cards that have been giving me issues for a long time now. Those being paid off and just doing one loan with a very low interest rate, or compared to the credit cards anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna put those balloons there. Honestly, I don't know what else I want to put. I want to kind of clutter up this bottom area, but I don't know what to put there. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to leave it blank, and maybe as the month goes on, I might add in some more deco, or I don't even know. But that is that. And the last thing that I do end up putting down is this calendar card. It is a free printable from Plan with B. And then what I do is I just cross off every single day, every morning, and then I will clip it into here. So this is what the month will look like once it comes May, and then I will pick a pen to, you know, cross off each day. I am going to take it out for now because it is still April for me, and I will put the new card in once May comes along. But anyways, that is the monthly spread. There's only one other spread to do, and it's going to be very simple this month because I don't know, I started overthinking it and I didn't know what I wanted to put down, and I just made it very simple for myself. And that is the May cover page in the daily section. It is blurred. Why is it blurry? Is it not blurry anymore? I don't know. I feel like a hot mess. Anyway, so like I mentioned, I just made it simple for myself, and I printed this. It is I think this is one of the cards that I purchased as a digital from the Coffee Monsters Co. website, and all I'm going to do is place this down. I did print it on clear matte sticker paper. Yeah, I'm just going to put this down and call it a day for the May cover page. Usually I try to decorate it a little bit more, but honestly, I don't have the brain power for it. This is probably a big mistake to do it like this, but I peeled the whole thing off. And now we're just going to hope for the best, but I don't feel very confident at all. Okay. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I did it. Okay. A little bit ugly at the top. Can't really see it on camera. You see right there at the top, but that's okay. It is laying flat. It's perfect. I'm just gonna leave it. That's all I'm gonna do for the cover page. I'm not gonna decorate it. I'm not gonna add anything. This is gonna be my cover page, and that is going to be it. Also because I feel so loopy. I brought out all of these stickers in case I needed it. Well, they're just month stickers, but I honestly don't need any of these, so I'm just gonna put them away. So that is that. I have these for my checklist planner that I brought out, so I make sure to use them. I have my leftover stickers from the May Universal kit. So that is that. That makes it very simple, but honestly, that is all for this video. That is my May setup. I'm liking how this is turning out. We'll be decorating it a little bit more sometime, figuring out throughout the month, but that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you always so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.